Okay, guys, so today, not really going to be doing a podcast. Couldn't get everybody together, and it's just been kind of a busy day. Had to mount a TV in my house, things like that. So what I thought I'd do today is the introduction to the Alfa Romeo 4C. And you have to just kind of excuse the mess. We've just moved into this house, so it's been kind of a crazy thing. But anyways, I'll kind of go over the spec of the car and just show you all kind of what the inside and outside looks like. Kind of run you through the exact options and things like that, and kind of show what they are on the car. So without further ado, here's the car. So of course I haven't got it cleaned or anything, so I don't know if that'll pick up on camera or not, but basically it's a Madreperla white, so the pearl white, same as you could get on the white launch editions. And sorry. So we have let me see if I can get a shot of the calipers. So we got the red calipers, but it's probably too dark for you to see that. That's kind of to match the interior, which I'll show you guys. So the interior has the red leather seats with the Alfa Romeo badge inside. You can see totally digital gauge cluster. As far as the carbon fiber options will go, we've got the carbon fiber around the gear selectors. This one actually has the carbon fiber around the air vents, which is a newer feature. It also has a carbon fiber dash, instrument panel, leather wrap dash, as you can see, red stitching, so it kind of all ties together. There's really not a whole lot to say about the interior of these cars, because there's not much interior to speak of. The little 4C logo right over there, that little bit is carbon fiber. Every single carbon fiber option that you could have on the car was ordered on this one. I did get this one off the lot, but I wouldn't have spec'd it any other way. This little inlet down here, that is carbon fiber. Got a carbon fiber rear spoiler, as you can see. Looks really nice. And of course the mirrors again, carbon fiber. I thought that this was real carbon fiber in all the reviews and stuff, but that appears to just be plastic. But they do look really good, the headlights do. Most people around here, I live in a pretty small town, they have no idea what it is. I took it to Walmart the other night, and everybody hovered around it, and I came out and they were asking me questions, things like that. So I've seen people take pictures at stoplights, things sort of like that. But here's how you open the trunk. So there's your trunk release. You pull that. And if you're unfamiliar with the car, it's all about lightweight. Thing weighs 2,500 pounds. There is no prop rod, so I'll have to do this little stupid maneuver. Not hydraulically, so you have to do it hydraulically assisted. Anyways, it's not hydraulically assisted. You have to do it with the prop rod, and here is your engine. I'll light up for you guys. Give me a second. So here is the engine, Alfa Romeo 4C. Your oil access port if you needed to add oil. Here's the trunk. So see, it's not much of a trunk. Here's the sticker for the car. Let me show that to you guys. So, as you can see, the sticker was $74,395. I didn't pay anywhere near that for it, thankfully. But nearly 20,000 in options, as it's 55 base. Really good gas mileage. Although I'm sure most of you know kind of about these cars if you're watching the video. I just traded in my Shelby GT350 to get this. This little sheet's pretty cool. So this is a build sheet, and everything's in Italian, and it's just checking off all of the options, as far as I can tell. But it's pretty neat. As you can see, these are made in Modena, Italy. I think that's how you pronounce it anyways. And they actually came in Baltimore, Maryland. And I got it from Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Alfa Romeo, Birmingham. But yeah, so it's rear engine, rear wheel drive. It'll do 0 to 60, and I believe it's 4.3 is what they say in the American one. It definitely feels faster. Like I said, I had the Shelby GT50, and it was supposed to do 0 to 60 in 4.0. It did not feel as fast as this car. Now you got it up, you get it up well over 100, you're gonna notice the difference. But I'll tell you what, we'll go through the build sheet real quick, or the options list, and I'll kind of show you some of them. So we have the tri-coat white exterior paint, Malgera Perla. That's what I was saying the color of the paint is. That's a $1,500 option. The red leather seats, that's a $1,500 option. Convenience group. I've never seen one without the cruise control and stuff, but that gives you the security alarm, the cruise control, and the rear parking assist system, which you're going to absolutely need. They do not offer a backup camera, so yeah, you're going to need that. Let's get back in the light a little bit. So, carbon fiber interior trim group. That's what gave all the air vents, the cluster, the shift bezel, the instrument panel, all that's in carbon fiber. It has the track package 1, which gives you the carbon fiber rear spoiler, and the leather and Alcantara steering wheel. Now, what I'll show you with this one, and I like this better because my Shelby had Alcantara on the steering wheel as well, but it's entirely Alcantara, which I'm sure most of you know. This one has Alcantara only on the top portion of it, right through there. So that's the only Alcantara part. The rest is leather, so you can kind of keep from touching it so it doesn't wear out so badly. I'm not a huge fan of Alcantara because of the wear. You could already notice it a little bit on my Shelby, and I only had 1,500 miles on it when I traded it in. Back to this. So you get a race tuned suspension also with that track package 1. You get the Alfa Romeo red car cover. That is not included in that, but that is a $400 option, and that is this red bag you see right there. The carbon fiber exterior mirrors. It doesn't really show a price by that for some reason. So I'm not sure how much extra that costs. The bi-xenon headlamps are $1,000. I also have not seen any Alfa Romeos without that, so I'm not exactly sure why that's considered a $1,000 option. The front fascia protective film, and this is an interesting thing about this, guys. So let me see if I can even show you. Maybe you can see some of where it ends. Probably not. But basically the whole thing is covered in protective film, and let me see if I can show you the whole front half of the car all the way back to the doors, or it's up half of the door anyway, but I'm going to see if I can show you where some issues. This is the only problems I've had with it. Right here, this is not actual damage to the carbon fiber, but the film is already peeling here. It's good on this side. Around the headlight, it's coming up a little bit. Again, I don't know if it was, pick that up. You can kind of see the dirt right there. That's from underneath where it's the protective film did not get tucked over. I know there's some more spots where it's going to come up for sure. Let's see if I can see any more. That part's good. They did a really nice job on the main part of the front. Over here is good. All that is good. Good. That one, it's kind of up a little bit, but I don't think that's really a problem on that one. Down here is probably the worst. So right there you can see it peeling off pretty badly, and that's a key area. But it's also kind of peeling up here, some areas like that. So, sorry, I'm having to use my iPhone's flash. So they're gonna actually redo any of the problem areas for me and put totally new panels on for the warranty, which is the nice thing about it being an option on the car. So that'll definitely save me some money there. I think right here, a little bit of an issue, but that's not really that bad. Most of it's in pretty good shape if you consider that it goes as far as it does. Covers as much area. But there are those few areas, especially on like the carbon fiber and those rocker panel ones. Those are pretty key. You know, you're going to want to protect those areas because they're the most valuable areas. But yeah, so I'll close this up. But I'll kind of get inside of it, and we'll even start it up for you guys. So getting it out is pretty rough. Kind of stick your leg in, kind of fall in, and then do that. So we'll get you a little bit of cold start action. Go get a clip of the sound for you guys. Here's the view out of the back, in case you're wondering. First of all, there's your mirror, but you can't really see anything out of that right now. That's kind of your view out of the back right there. I don't know how much that's going to show for you guys, but it is not much. But let's go get a sound clip. Part of the sports exhaust is that it actually has no muffler whatsoever. So it's somewhat loud. It's not the loudest car in the world. From the inside, you're gonna hear turbo noise more than anything. But it might be the only area in which it's lacking compared to the Shelby would be noise, but everything else I would say is much, much better. Obviously, you get an Alpine radio unit, which is straight out of the 90s, but there's also some weird just technologies that they put in it, and some that they didn't. So you have no blind spot monitoring. It's not even an option. You can't get a backup camera, like I said. Obviously, no, what do they call it? The radar cruise control, where it kind of adjusts how far you are from a car, is obviously that's not an option you can get. However, you get heated exterior mirrors, which I think maybe that's more basic, but still. Another one of the options was these 5-hole wheels, which obviously I waited till it's way too dark to be filming this stuff. Let me see if I can shine a light on it for you guys. Alright, so as you can see, you get the 5-hole wheels. And they're pretty dark, so they kind of match the carbon fiber, so just kind of, I don't know, I think it all ties together. You got the nice white paint, the red seats, the red calipers. I mean, just the side profile of the car, that's what it's all about right there. If any of you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'll answer anything I know the answer to. I've only had it for about a week now, so it's got like 230 miles on it, 240 miles. I only have to go about a mile or so to work, so it probably won't get a ton of miles put on it, but I drive it pretty much every day, and it's been really hard not to drive. I actually had to get my driveway redone so that I could just bring it in here. This is actually the first day I've had it at this house because I haven't been able to bring it over here. It's been at my parents' house because it would scrape coming in the driveway. And you do have paint protection film that wraps underneath, but whenever you're scraping, I don't know how much protection that's really going to give you. People all the time come up to me and ask me if it's a Lotus and things like that, and it's a very similar concept. So the thing weighs 2,500 pounds, got 237 horsepower. Can't remember the torque right now, but man, it feels like a rocket ship whenever you get on it. It really does. I don't know if you ever had a chance to drive one, but if you ever get a chance, absolutely drive one of these cars. They are incredible. But yeah, if y'all have any questions at all about the car, I know this is an absolute terrible quality video, but I wanted to at least make sure I'm putting something out for you guys. I'll be doing more videos on the car, so there will be better, higher quality ones, obviously. But feel free to ask any questions you have about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Normally we'll have a podcast every week. We were supposed to do the sports special this week, but like I said, I tried to hang a TV today, and I finally finished it, but it took much longer than we expected, so we didn't get a chance to film that portion of it today. But we'll get back with it next week. You'll see the sports special. It's we're gonna obviously have a World Series recap, things like that. Tonight's the last game of that, so leave a comment below. Who do you think will win, Dodgers or Astros? Of course, it's probably gonna be over by the time the video gets uploaded, so maybe don't do that, or you're just gonna look a genius because you're probably be able to put the right one. But yeah, so like I said, let me show you one last thing. So this is the Alfa Romeo logo, as you can see, or now you can. And I really like the logo, but on the steering wheel of my car, I can't remember if I left it unlocked, but I did. So if you got a 2015, the logo would be the same colorful logo on the steering wheel, but in the 2016 to 17s, it's just black and silver. And all of their cars now have it in black and silver on the inside, but I kind of like the more colorful logo better. It actually came down to this in a launch edition, but the launch edition had 5,000 miles, and it was going to be about $10 a month cheaper. So I preferred the red seats and stuff, so I just went with this one. And I'm happy with the choice. I'm not really a huge fan of the grab holes that the launch edition puts about right there. They're really for aerodynamics, I guess you'd say, but I think it takes away from the clean look of the car. But yeah, like I said, we'll do more videos on this. Again, I just want to apologize one last time for the quality. I've actually never done a car video before. We did that one video driving down where we test drove a 4C, and this I actually test drove a 4C at this dealership. It was a red one, very different kind of red though, almost like a rust red, and it was a pearl red. So it had like a tri-coat red, and that one's still available. It has the Akrapovic exhaust. Basically, the only difference is that they gave it absolutely no carbon fiber on the interior, and that's really what, if I'm going to be spending all my time in there, I wanted to have all the little options that I wanted inside of it. So it's going to be a launch edition or one spec'd out like one, so that's why I got this. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I want to apologize one last time for the quality. I know it's terrible. Got dark pretty quick too. But there'll be more to come on this, and look forward to the podcast returning next week. Thank you all. This has been Brandon with the Manly Men Channel.